Chali guys, so your cost sheet has been started. Okay, first 3 questions we all had done in our previous lecture. You had to be doing 3 questions for homework. Okay, now in case that has not been done, please ensure that before the chapter will get over by me, all those particular questions are all done, please. I've made your book in such a way that wherever you have to be doing a homework, such kind of questions exactly come at the place that you all will be knowing. So if first 3 questions are over, which are in black color, if after that you see a question in brown color, it is your duty to be doing it. In case you don't do, okay, in case you don't get the answer, you know where to search on the website. Okay, so let's start. This is question number 7, please. Now, Electronics Limited furnishes the following information for 10,000 CTV, that's color TV tubes, manufactured during the year 2021. Now this question is actually on what I'll tell you all in advance. There is a company that makes some particular products, like in this case color TV tubes. They'll give you cost sheet of 1 year. They'll give you some data, whatever will happen in the next year. So based upon data of this year and the estimated data and estimated changes for the next year, you have to be making estimated cost sheet. Okay, so you're going to be making one actual cost sheet for 1 year and one estimated cost sheet for the next year. Okay, so furnishes you the following information for 10,000 color TV tubes manufactured during the year 2021. Materials is 90,000 rupees. Now materials obviously mean direct materials. You can write down over here direct materials. Factory wages. Factory wages obviously will mean your direct wages. So therefore your direct labor. Your direct labor wages are also incurred in the factory, no? So therefore those are factory overheads. Now next few things you'll have to tell me that where will each and everything come. Everybody will be saying that particular thing. Okay, everybody will be saying that. Tell me, consumable stores, I'll tell you the meaning of that. Example, there is a machine that requires some kind of power to run. We put coal and those particular things, okay, in the machine so that it can run. That is consumable stores. Or suppose some other example, it could be say phenyl and acids which are used to clean the factory floors or to clean the machines. Okay, now these are all consumable stores. Tell me, as per you, one thing that I told in the last lecture, nothing should be assumed to be direct expenses unless and until told. So therefore forget about your direct expenses. You have 3 other heads: factory overheads, administration related to production, third head admin and S&D. Okay, tell me, consumable store should be coming where? Factory overheads. So write down over here factory overheads. Okay, factory indirect wages. Now 2 things. Direct wages is a money paid to those workers who produce your product. Then what are indirect wages? Indirect wages are the money paid to those people who do not produce your product. Example, there is one guy who is sweeping the factory floors. He is indirect worker. There is one guy who is in charge of maintenance of machinery, indirect worker. There is one guy who is responsible for greasing the plant and machinery, indirect worker. These guys don't do production, but then they do the other activities within the factory. Tell me, factory indirect wages should be coming where? Factory overheads. Okay. Then further, lighting of factory 3,500. Lighting of factory, like the tube lights and all these particular things are there in the factory. So therefore there will be cost of it, right? So lighting of factory will be coming where? Factory overheads. Okay, further. Defective work, cost of rectification 3,000. Now you produce some goods. For a small example, we produce say these pens. Okay, but then first time we produced, they were not proper. We did a quality test that are these pens proper or not. There were 20 pens that were not proper. Okay, we are reworking on them. We are doing rectification of them to bring them up to the standard. Can you say that also amounts to manufacturing only, no? We are trying to rectify those particular things. So that is also amounting to manufacture, no? So therefore you all can write down factory overheads. Further, office and selling expenses. Tell me. This is your general administration and S&D. I guess this is the entire head itself here. Further, plant repairs. Plant is any machinery that is used in the factory, please. So plant repairs and maintenance and depreciation 11,500. So where will it come? Your factory overheads. Okay, further. The net selling price was 31.6 per unit and all the units were sold. Now this is one part of the question. Okay. The other part for which I'm doing this particular question is over here, but that is one thing I'm not trying to be reading right now. Okay, that I'll read after some time. Okay. I'm trying to solve part A of the question. Prepare cost sheet for the year 2021 showing various elements of cost per unit. Okay, so therefore those guys have told that in this particular case, they want per unit cost also. Okay, now first thing. Tell me in this case, did you find raw material stock? Did you find WIP stock? Did you find finished goods stock in this question? What have you all have read? Did you get it in the question? No. So therefore, one thing, if there is no material stock, that's okay. If there is no WIP stock, that's okay. In cost sheet, we all will not write them. Okay. But if there are no finished goods stocks, then two quantities will always be same. Tell me which two quantities? Quantity produced and quantity sold will all be same only. Okay. Tell me what is quantity produced in this period in 2021? 10,000. So therefore same will become quantity sold also over here. Okay. You are doing part A for me. I am doing part B for you. Okay. So therefore you do something for me. I'll try to do exactly the next part, a tougher part for you all. Okay. You'll give the title part A. Now every statement that you all make in any subject, whether it is your costing or FM or accounts, okay, please give a suitable title and try to pick up the titles from the questions itself. Okay. It becomes easiest for the examiners to try to check it up. So you all can give this particular heading. Cost sheet for the year 2021 showing various elements of cost per unit. On the next line, you all can write down quantity produced is equal to quantity sold is equal to 10,000 CTV. Now, you're just waiting for a minute, please. I'll explain you all few things and you all can continue. Okay. Everybody knows the formats of cost sheet. Okay. In first two questions, in first two lectures, that is whatever we all have done. Okay. We all have not tried to mug it up. We all know the format of the cost sheet. Okay. Listen. So, first thing that comes, you all are not writing, please. First thing that comes will be what? Speak fast, please. Direct material. So, direct material in this particular question is directly given to you as 90,000 rupees. Quantity is given to you. Please divide by that. Quantity is 10,000 color TV tubes. Then in that case, there is direct labor that is also directly there with you all. Okay. Once you all do that, there is no direct expenses. This will start to give you prime cost. Okay. Once you all do that, the next thing that comes is add. What add? Factory overhead. So therefore factory overheads, I guess in this particular case there are 6 items over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 items over here. So therefore you're going to be writing the name, figure in the inner column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you all do that, this will start to give you your factory overheads. Now technically this is gross factory cost. Then you all adjust your WIP stock. You arrive at net factory cost. Am I all correct with that? Okay, but in this question, there is no WIP stock. So therefore, this particular term, I'm directly trying to be calling as factory cost. Now, one thing. After factory cost, what comes? Administration related to production. But I guess that head is no longer required in this particular question. It's not even there also. Okay, so therefore, you forget that. After that, what you will get is nothing but your COP. Okay. So factory cost will represent your COP also. But in this question, there is no finished goods stock also. So tell me, this factory cost will represent COP, but will also now represent COGS. Okay. Once you all do that, add general administration and S&D over here. Now that is directly given to you in the question. There is only one single head like that. Okay. So therefore, no need of the breakups as such. This will give you your cost of sales. At profit, you can start to be arriving at sales over here. Just one thing you all can try to tell me, rest you all can try to be starting. Tell me in this question, what is the selling price of the product? 31.60. 31.60. Obviously, that is your selling price that comes over here. How many units you are going to be selling? 10,000. So therefore you all multiply, this will be your sales as such, 3,16,000. And this is going to be your balancing figure. Okay, I give you approximately 5 minutes to complete. Please start, please finish. Neatly ensure that all your rulings, all those particular things are done, please. If anybody will get the profit, kindly let me know, please. $82,000. That's okay. That's correct. That's perfect.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Last 10 seconds I am giving. Please complete. Okay, so your all these things are done. Okay, listen, your this figure was 90,000, your this figure was 60,000, this is 9, this is 6, this is 1,50,000, this is 15, this is 45,000, this is 4.5, this is 1,95,000, this is 19.5. This particular figure is supposed to be 39,000. So therefore this is 3.9, this is 2,34,000, this should be 23.4, and this should be 82,000, this is 8.2. Okay, listen. Now this is all about the data of the year 2021. Now let's see what is going to be happening in the year 2022. Now I'm reading those 3 lines that I have not read before, and I'm reading part B of the question. Okay, read please. As from 1st of Jan 2022, selling price will be reduced to rupees 31 per unit. So therefore it was 31.6. Now we make it as 31. Okay, we are bringing down the price. It is estimated that production could be increased in 2022 by 50% due to spare capacity. Tell me one thing, in 2021, how many units we all had produced? 10,000. Now you are going to be producing 50% more. So therefore you are going to be producing how much in this year? 15,000. Okay, this 15,000 number you will be getting once more in part B also. Okay, due to spare capacity. Underline this line please. Rates for material and labor will be increasing by 10%. Please underline this line. Part B of the question now. Prepare an estimated cost and profit for the year 2022. Okay, assuming that 15,000 units will be produced and sold during the year. Okay, and factory overheads will be recovered as a percentage of direct wages, and office and selling expenses will be recovered as a percentage of works cost. Now underline these lines also. So what these guys are saying, prepare estimated cost sheet for the year 2022. So estimated cost sheet. So obviously till now only year 2021 is over. 2022 is yet to be beginning. But then you have few changes for it. Okay, first change in this case, rates for material and labor will be increasing by 10%. That's it. Second part, in this case, you are going to be producing and selling 15,000 units. And then these particular two lines that we'll have to try to crack after some time. Okay, so let's start off with part B of the question. Prepare estimated cost and profit for the year 2022. Okay, so let's do that. You all write down please part B. You all can do that on the next side also, or that's okay. If you have around half a side over here, that's fine. Write down estimated cost sheet for the year 2022. Just manipulating the words a bit. Quantity to be produced and sold. $15,000 CTV, color TV tubes. Total per unit. Direct material, direct labor, prime cost, add factory overheads, factory cost. This will be your COP, this will be your COGS also. Add administration slash S&D or general administration, you can be slightly more clear. Add profit, get sales. Is this much done?
Yes.
Okay, listen. I'm writing the easiest one, I guess. As from 1st of Jan, selling price is reduced to 31 per unit. So write down over here 31. Obviously take your calci. Please multiply by 15,000 units. Tell me the answer, please. My calci is gone somewhere. 4 lakh 65,000. Okay, now see. Now, after this, whatever you're going to be trying in pencil. Okay, because I am 99% sure that everything will not be correct. Okay. You're going to be reading all those lines that I am underlining right now. Okay, and only read that much. The other things as such you will not require. Listen. One, you're going to be cracking up with this line. Rates for material and wages will be increasing by 10%. So keep that line in mind. Further, factory overheads will be recovered as a percentage of direct wages. Second line. And the third line over here, office and selling expense will be recovered as a percentage of works cost. So first line, second line and third line. These three lines will be helping you to complete your entire cost sheet. But you got to be keeping your earlier cost sheet also with you, because all these changes are in reference to whatever happened in the last year. So keep on seeing this cost sheet and keep on reading those three lines till the time you reach over here and you all try to tell me the profit. Great work if you can get it correct. I only want the profit from you. And everything that will be written now will be written in pencil only. Everything. Okay. You have got 5 minutes to be doing this particular thing. Obviously, I'm going to be explaining, but first thing, if you all can do, that'll be a lot good for you. 5 minutes start now. I only want the profit and nothing else. Do not confirm the individual numbers, please, with me, please. Yeah, I'm showing the question now. Clock is ticking. Ensure that you all complete the things in the next 4 minutes, please.
So 78,900.
Correct. Now, we all will start. Now, see, first thing. Rates for direct material and direct wages will increase by 10%. Now, I just want to be knowing what you all have done. Now, it will be increasing by 10%. Tell me, have you increased 90,000 by 10% or 9 by 10%? Somebody might say, we have increased both only by 10%. Obviously, that cannot be correct, because if you increase this by 10%, then over here what you will be writing is 99,000. 99,000 divided by 15,000 will give you some answer. Okay, this is one option. The other option is, sir, this is 9 rupees over here, sir. 9 rupees over here, we'll increase it by 10%. So therefore, this will become 9.9. But then 9.9 you will multiply by 15,000. You'll be getting some different answer over here. Okay. So obviously, you cannot copy both. Okay. Tell me, what have you increased by 10%? Per unit figure or total figure? Per unit figure. Can I ask the reason why? Can I ask the reason why? Okay. Suppose if I cut down that particular word, material and wages will increase by 10%. Okay. If suppose this will be the case, then just asking to that person who replied. Will you increase per unit figure by 10% or will you increase the total figure by 10%? In that case,
For the 99,000 that we'll get, it will be for 10,000, not 16,000.
correct. So that should not be coming over. So as per you, we should increase the per unit figure, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Last time, again, why? You give me some better reason based upon whatever we all have done in last 2 lectures. Some better reason. Forget it. Now, suppose for a small example, now say that your book is there. Okay. Now, this book approximately costs me, say, 2,000 rupees to print for one book. Okay. Now, last year it costed me, say, 2,000 rupees per book. Okay. To print up and so on, or for the printing, for binding up and so on. Okay. Now, just listen to me. Last year it costed me rupees 2,000. Okay. Last year approximately in CA Inter for costing across India, including all the pen drives and all that we all sell, we all sold around, say, 3,000 copies. Okay. So therefore, this must have been my printing cost. Okay. This must have been my printing cost. Now, this year, my publisher tells me that each book I will sell you not for 2,000, I'll sell you for 2,200. Okay. Now, obviously 2,200. Can we say my book cost has increased by 10%, no? Correct, no? Okay. But obviously, my total cost increase will now depend upon one more thing, and that is nothing but, in this particular case, number of students. If this year I have 4,000 students, then you multiply, this will be my cost. You all will understand that this will be 10% rise. This will be not more than 10%. It will be much more than 10% because even the effect of the students will start to come over here. If you'll start to be thinking, no, direct material will increase by 10% or rates for direct material will increase by 10%. Whenever they tell you any changes in material, okay, you should always remember this material is direct material. I defined direct material as the first thing for your syllabus. What is direct material? What is direct cost? It is that cost which is fully variable to the number of units that you all produce. Now, I'm asking you one very simple thing. Suppose this line was not even there also. This line was not even there. Okay? Just try to be thinking this line was not printed in the question. Now tell me one thing. Will you copy 90,000 from the previous cost sheet or will you copy 9 from the last cost sheet? You tell me that first. 9. If nothing is told, can we say if last year my book printing cost was 2,000 rupees per student, okay, this year also it will be remaining rupees 2,000 only. Boss, this is direct material. Direct material means it is directly incurred for making the product. So therefore, these are originally per unit cost only. Okay, to arrive at the total cost, you multiply by number of units. You understood this line that I spoke? You understood this line? This cost is direct material. Direct material means it is directly incurred for each and every unit that you produce. So therefore, if last year I was spending 9 rupees for making 1 unit, this cost originally is not 90,000. This cost originally is 9 per unit and you produce 10,000. Therefore, the cost has become 90,000. Okay. Now, next year, if nothing is told, obviously I'll be copying 9 over here, but 9 I'll be multiplying by 15,000. Beta, these are direct costs. Direct costs by their definition are directly incurred for each and every unit. Means these are originally per unit costs. Now I'm all done with the things. Tell me the final thing. Should I increase total figure by 10%? Should I increase per unit figure by 10%? Per unit. Originally, these are all per unit costs. Some need not tell me, boss, it is direct material, directly incurred for every unit. So therefore, you try to do the changes on per unit basis. So even if that rate word was not given and only this particular line was there, material and direct wages will increase by 10%. Okay, we would have still done the same particular thing only. So therefore, you write down over here 9.9. Please multiply by 15,000. You can tell me the answer. 148,500. Okay, further in this particular case, direct wages will increase by 10%. I'm asking you all, should I copy 60,000 plus 10% or should I copy 6 plus 10%? 6 plus 10%. Obviously, and the reason is very simple. These are direct labor cost. If it is direct labor, in this case, it is a per unit cost, 6.6. Please multiply by 15,000. I want the answer. 99,000. 247,500. 16.5. Further. Now, factory overheads, you all write down working note number 1. You're going to be doing that. Now, in all the subjects, always try this particular thing that either all the notes are there in the beginning of the question or all the notes are there at the end of the question. Okay, they're not scattered at different places, please. Okay, so working note 1, factory overheads. Now, those people who have got the correct answer and I have told it is a correct answer, those people might not reply. But based upon this line, factory overheads will be recovered as a percentage of direct wages. Read this line 5 times and try it just once more. I give you a minute. You give me factory overheads. Those people who have got the final correct answer, please don't reply.
So 74,000.
Correct. Now see, I'm telling you all by three ways. Whatever you might have done, you will be coming across the same particular answer. See, factory overheads will be recovered as a percentage of direct wages. Okay, so factory overheads over here are recovered means charged as a percentage of direct labor cost. So therefore, this has got some percentage relationship with direct labor. Okay, this has got some percentage relationship with this. Now, what is that percentage relationship? I obviously don't know because I require two numbers for it. So therefore, that relationship I will not be coming to know from here. Okay, then from where can I know? From my previous cost sheet. I have factory overheads which are related to direct labor. So I want to be finding out this percentage because that is whatever sum says. Factory overheads will be recovered as a percentage of direct wages. So therefore, some percentage of direct labor is factory overheads. So I want to be finding out what percentage of factory overheads is direct labor. Okay, you all are not writing, listen to me. So therefore, 2022, 2021 first, percentage of factory overheads to direct labor is equal to, this particular figure will be 45,000 divided by 60,000 into 100. So therefore, this will be coming to 75% of direct labor. So factory overheads is 75% of direct labor. Now in 2022 also, factory overheads to direct labor will be remaining what percentage? 75%. But in 2022, tell me direct labor cost has become how much? Direct labor cost in 2022 has become how much? 99,000. So therefore 75% of 99,000 in this particular case will be giving you 74,250. In case you want to be doing, that's the first way. I don't want to be doing like this. Okay, second way. Now, what those guys are trying to be saying, factory overheads are related to wages. Okay. So if any change will happen in wages, same changes will happen in factory overheads also because factory overheads is related to wages. So now my second method, simply I am doing this particular thing. In 2021, this was 60,000, this was 45,000. In 2022, if this has become 99,000, this figure would have become how much? 74,250. Okay, you want to be doing like this? I'm all okay with it. Third method, I'm not writing. I'll tell you all already. That'll be far better. If factory overheads is recovered as a percentage of direct wages, means it is related to direct wages. If it is related to direct wages, whatever will happen to direct wages will happen to factory overheads also. Tell me what happened to direct wages in this year, in 2022? Tell me what happened to direct labor? It increased by 10% on per unit basis. Okay. So therefore, even factory overheads will increase by 10% on per unit basis. Pick up your calci. 4.5. Factory overheads was 4.5. Add 10% to it. Tell me the new figure. 4.95. You pick up your calci. 4.95 into 15,000. Please do. That'll be giving you 74,250. Okay, you do by any way, answer is going to be same only. Okay, I'm leaving you all with two methods. You can write down both the methods for factory overheads. Okay, and this will be your working note 1 over here. Okay, write down please. You write down this number first. Give the reference of working note number 1. Get me this way. You copy it on this working note, please.
Sure, if they are saying it will be recovered, then why is it increasing in the next year?
Because direct wages is increasing, no? If direct wages will increase, it will be recovered means it will be charged, beta. You will incur it based upon that, okay?
Yes.
You incur costs, okay, but ultimately you recover it from your revenues, no? So that is just a way of seeing the things, okay? Once it is done, please reach till factory cost, everybody. Okay. So this figure is how much, beta? 21.45, and total figure is how much?
321,750.
321,750. Okay. One last thing that's left, and that is what I will finish up the question also. Write down working note number 2. General admin / S&D. Working note number 2. Now, what is given about this? Almost the same words here. Office and selling expenses, that is what we want, is recovered as a percentage of works cost. Okay, now works cost is an alternate name for factory cost. Recall your first lecture on cost sheet. Factory cost or has 4 names: factory cost, works cost, manufacturing cost, production cost. Okay, so therefore your admin and S&D are related to, in this case, your works cost. Okay, now I'm not going to be doing by both the methods. You can tell me first method or second method. So anything is okay. Answer in any case is going to be same only. So first or second? Second. Okay, so you all can write down over here works cost, and this will be general administration / S&D 2021-2022. So I guess this figure in the last cost sheet was 1,95,000. This figure was 39,000 in 2021. In 2022, this new figure has become 321,750. Please get this figure, put this in your cost sheet and get your profit as a balancing figure, please. Finish it off. Now, what I have done in this question, direct material and direct labor will remain same per unit by default. Obviously, if this line was not there, okay, I would have copied that 9 rupees and 6 rupees. This line was there, so therefore I increased them on per unit basis. Second, for overhead, something will be given for sure, like in this question for factory and office and admin, something will be given for sure. Okay, please follow the instructions. We exactly did the same particular thing only. Okay, now this is altogether done. Question number 7 is all done from my side. 8th, you all can leave 2 sides. But this question, no, try to do once your chapter is over, because one adjustment that will be coming towards the end in this particular question, I'll require one question that will be done towards the end. Okay, so leave 2 sides, please.